Hi, my name is Yadira, and I will be talking today about men and women roles in today's society. I decided to choose this topic because as I was reading and researching about how men and women roles have changed over the time, I personally think that men and women, um, even though or despite their differences, they can complement each other. I know there are huge differences. I know that right now we as women have struggled to have certain privileges that men have had since a long time ago. However, I believe male and female are created equally. And I believe, truly believe, that gender is an essential characteristic of us as individuals. Um, Men have certain characteristics, physical, um, personal, and we as women have our own differences. That shouldn't make us come apart, but come together and complement each other. Um, as I was reading about in the previous activity about the real fights and how difficult was it for us to have the right to franchise or to vote, I was really thinking that we as women could be mad at men, right? Because of all the things that we haven't had, and they have had them just because they're men. And I believe that right now there are a lot of women that feel a sense of anger or I don't know, a negative feelings towards men because of those reasons. However, I believe that um, men and women today shouldn't be fighting against each other and who's more, who's less, who earns more, who has a better job, who has more opportunities, who hasn't. Um, I think it's a matter of understanding our differences and really appreciating them. Um, if I translate this topic into the family um, topic, which is like the nucleus of our society, we're going to find a lot of opinions about the man's role and the woman's role in a family. But I am going to base I personally believe that women and men have a very important role in family and they share a lot of responsibilities and they also share a lot of privileges. And you may agree with me or not, but this is what I believe. And I have taken away these beliefs. Obviously, like I have mentioned to you before, I am a religious person. I really take my beliefs from my religion and I truly believe in them because I know in my heart they are true. I believe that husband and wife have a solemn responsibility to love and care for each other and for their children. This is found in a proclamation to the world issued by our president of our church. I am a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter day Saints, and I truly believe this is true. We as parents have the sacred duty to rear our children in love, in righteousness. It's our responsibility to provide for their physical and spiritual needs and to teach them to love and serve one another, to observe the commandments of God, and be law abiding citizens wherever they live. Husbands, wives, mothers, and fathers, we will be accountable before God for this discharge in these obligations. And those obligations don't say this is only for men, this is only for women. It mentions it's for both of us. we as men, we as parents are accountable for that. And talking a little bit about the roles we play in a family, uh, I believe that we all have different roles in a family, but the most important part is that we share a common responsibility, the well being of the family. And I totally agree that all families are different, right? We can have families that are single parent because of whatever reasons. We respect that. We also believe that sometimes neither of them is there, nor the father nor the mother, so grandmothers, aunts, or other people have to go. But whoever is on top of the family is responsible of the well-being of all the family, right? um, I believe that children are entitled to birth within the bonds of matrimony and to be reared by a father and a mother who honor marital vows with completely fidelity. And obviously, this is like the ideal family, but I truly believe that that's the right model for families. Happiness is in family life, it's most likely to be achieved when founded upon the teachings of the Lord Jesus Christ. I truly believe that. And fathers are to preside over their families with love and righteousness. They are responsible to provide for the necessities of life. We as mothers are primarily responsible for the nurture of children. However, it says, in these sacred responsibilities, fathers and mothers are obligated to help one another as equal partners. So, my conclusion today is men and women are created equally. Men and women in families have a very important role. They share um, a really, really important responsibility in society, and that is having strong families. Um, as much as we want to argue with one another about who's better, who's not, we will never come to a conclusion. Remember, men and women, we are different. That's a fact. We need to accept that. But we need to use those characteristics to become closer to each other. Thank you.